I'm really enjoying the journey, man, right now.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
thank you for opening my eyes to that.
That, a lot of people think that you need to eat animals for protein and things like that, whereas you don't. And
Sure, man, I'm better than before, you know. I'm better than before.
yeah, yeah,
I couldn't run.
you
I
setting
couldn't run before. I couldn't breathe.
it's so amazing to see your transformation, mate. Because I think in the middle there, you know, you were kind of just struggling, and you got yourself out of it, which was awesome, and that was really key because you know I can sit here and talk to you as much as I can, and tell you what to do and what not to do, but it has to come from within, and you realize that, and you said, look, I'm going to have to do this, and you did it, and so what's your life like now? And if I just look at you now, you look so happy, you look so healthy, and it's so great to see how your lifestyle change has been able to give you a new life, basically. And how does it feel?
Yeah, man, thanks for the compliment there, Shamiz. Yeah, so at the moment everything's great. Everything has changed completely for me. Right now I'm I'm able to just pursue what I want in
Mm.
life now, which is just priceless, a priceless feeling, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yep, yep,
You felt it yourself with your UC, and then to have the opportunity um, to pursue your life again, it makes me so happy. You know what I mean? It could make my eyes water here. You know what I mean? To know where I've been, you've seen where I've been,
yeah,
the people around me have seen where I've been, and the people around me and myself see where I am now. And it's an absolutely priceless feeling. I comfortably pursue what I want now in life, and I mean I can't really say any more than that. It's just amazing. Like, and things have changed for me also. Like in my body, I was asthmatic as well. Something that hasn't been an issue for me as such anymore. Like, let's say before the healing diet and before I adopted this lifestyle change, I was just unable to run because I had exercise-induced asthma. Was one issue I had as well, on top of all of the other issues I had with my digestive system. But this was a long-standing issue. It's been sort of my whole life.
mm,
But and before this, I mean, I was always good at sprinting. Sprinting was something I enjoyed. An exercise that I really enjoyed was sprinting, but not actual jogging or long distance. But now it's actually completely different. I run long distance. I couldn't even run 800 meters before this, but now I'm running 800 meters multiple times a day. You know what I mean? So I feel amazing in this body now, better than ever actually in my whole life.
yeah.
So I feel really happy about that, man.
And
You can imagine, I'm pursuing everything that I want happily, easily. I feel light, you know. I feel really good. I
yeah,
feel really
and
happy. So
how's your digestion, and obviously your belching and your burping and things like that all gone?
yeah, so it is all gone to an extent. I mean, I still belch a little bit. Not belch. I wouldn't even call it belch. It's
Mm,
belching. I would define as like really loud burps that I used to have, like just that just they're extremely loud. But now it's just as normal, man. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I would say it's as normal. I don't even think about it. Maybe I might, burp a couple of times,
yeah.
per day or something,
Just
but I don't even notice, man. You know what I mean? It's not something I notice anymore.
yeah,
Whereas I used to notice it, the people around me, of course, would notice it, bro.
yeah.
So the people around me would notice it, I would notice it, but I don't even notice it anymore. I don't even think about it. So uh, everything's good now with my digestion. It feels normal down here. There's no like there used to be like a big down my chest and down my digestive system. There used to just feel like this. There was this something burning all the time. I never fully got a proper diagnosis. You know what I mean? I met you before. Whilst I was still in the
Yeah,
process of getting a diagnosis.
yeah,
So there's no real diagnosis. Inflammation is what it is. You know what I mean? You don't need anything further. It might have been, the beginning of, something, but
well,
there
it's
was a
good.
lot.
Yeah,
There's a,
you
there's a
got
lot of
onto it.
problems in there, and now, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
you
and
got
now
onto it
just,
before you got diagnosed and before you had to take the harsher drugs, and that's what's really awesome. And you obviously had some bloating problems as well. I don't know if you want to talk about that
yeah.
and how you kind of overcame those issues as well, because a lot of
Mm.
you did a lot of breathing exercises. Do you want to talk about those?
Yeah, so bloating, what burping, having a lot of gas and a lot of burping here, that is bloating.
Mm.
There is so much bloat that goes along with that when you've so much so much gas coming out and so much burping. Yeah, so I did have that was a big symptom of mine, bloating. So what I noticed with bloating, a couple of things I did before I, took on some breathing exercises. I was taking like when I was on the healing diet, I was taking a lot of smoothies and I was eating the smoothies all at once. You know what I mean? I was just getting them in and
Mm.
getting on with the day. You know what I mean? But I started eating smaller amounts during the day, which I found really helped.
Yep.
First of all,
Yep.
so I started just sipping on my smoothies throughout the day instead of just downing them all in one go, which was
Mm.
something I used to do because, part of my digestive issues also was hunger, severe hunger pains,
Yep.
and which would subside, severe like pain, burning and stuff that would subside when I wasn't hungry or when I had a full stomach. So I would eat, so I would just down the smoothie in one. But once I stopped that and started sipping throughout the day, a lot of my issues with bloating went away. Also, there was a stomach breathing technique, a pranayama stomach breathing technique that I used every morning. And also during the day, just whenever I wanted, you know what I mean? Just whenever I felt, and it gave me a lot of relief. And, it, yeah, it gave me a lot of relief, man, from bloating, and it was really good. I'd recommend that to anyone. It's just a pranayama breathing.
Yep.
Did it fit? I definitely did it 15 minutes every morning, and then optionally, if I had time or if I felt like it or whatever, I would do it in the afternoons also, uh,
Nice.
or just whenever I'm going to bed, whenever's necessary, but definitely upon waking up in the morning.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. And so, okay, that's your life, and you've changed your life, and you've made a new life, and you're enjoying it, and things are really good. And what advice would you give to others, that are struggling and that were probably in your situation, if they're watching this testimonial? I'm sure you probably watched some other people's testimonials, and I think here's another testimonial that shows a different person with a different kind of digestive issue, and how much better would that have been if you were on the other side, thinking, oh, I need to do something about my health.
Well, I know what it was like watching your testimonials, Shamiz. It was really refreshing and comforting to see other people that have, got to the other side of their troubles, with digestive disease, so in the body. So, my advice would be well, definitely work with. If I were to do this again, I would definitely work with Shamiz and Shakul again at High Carb Health. I would the vegan. Healing Diet, the book by Dr. David Klein, yeah? Did I
Mm.
get that name right? Dr. David Klein?
Yep.
Yeah, so that book, I had a copy of that book on my phone and I just read it religiously, and it gave me a lot of it all seems to make sense within that book, Shamis.
Yep.
The how natural he makes everything seem, especially with he has good paragraphs on sleep that really motivated me as well, among other things, and being amongst nature and just following a natural lifestyle, not just with diet, you know what I mean, with your mind and also your behavior. So that book really inspired me, so I'd advise everyone to read it and to enjoy reading it, because you can read it and just be like, oh, and be, just be feeling, not feeling great within yourself when you're reading it and just be like, oh, this book better help me, you know what I mean? You could be like just searching for answers like a lot of people are, but I'd advise everyone just relax,
Mm.
breathe in deeply, read the book, enjoy it, listen to everything that he says intently in the book, and just try enjoy it and not worry too much, Um, Also, what else? Sleep. Yeah, I mentioned sleep there. I did a lot of sleeping, just to try sort my sleeping pattern out. I put a lot of effort into that, as well as the breathing, as well as the diet, and relaxing. Relaxing was a huge one because I had a lot of problems before I was ill. All this started with a lot of issues where I couldn't relax. I was, on edge all the time. I was
Yeah.
angry. I was very angry. Obviously, I wasn't eating right as well, and that caused this explosion in my digestive system, is what I call it. So, I would advise relaxation. I would advise the vegan healing diet. I would advise working with someone like Shamiz and Shukul who can help because they're there for you. They check out what you're doing. and just making sure you're on the right track. I know a lot of people need to know they're on the right track, they're doing the right thing. That, you know, so but that would be my main advice. Relax, read the book, work with Shamiz and Shukal, and I think there's every possibility that you'll come out on the other side and be fit to pursue your life the way you want. And trust me, that is a priceless feeling.
Yeah, and well, thanks a lot, Darren. And obviously, you know, it's good to hear that, you know, you're doing so well, because that's as you said, it's priceless. Health is priceless, and you know, you really want to just take care of it and take control of your health. Don't rely on anyone else, like the doctors and things, to tell you what to do, because you know, you need to do your own research and find your own way, find your own path. And if we're there to help you through that process, then you know, it's amazing feeling for us to help someone out, and it's obviously, you know, going to help you as well. So, you know, really proud of how well you've handled the situation and handled the healing journey and things, because it's not easy. And you know, you know, I've opened up so many you know, different things in your life now. And do you want to talk a little bit about veganism as well, and how you've kind of found a new way of looking at life, and not only for the health but for the animals as well?
Yeah, sure, man, absolutely. Yeah, so I mean, veganism, it was something I was aware of before we met, Shamiz, but I didn't know enough about it. You know, I wasn't sure if this was the optimal way of eating. I wasn't, you know, like everybody, I wasn't sure if this was the way, you know, that
Yeah.
we're supposed to eat. So I was aware of veganism. So I think it came more to light once we spoke and once I was on the healing journey. And plus, you know, veganism, I see it as just trying to, you know, cause the least harm possible. And this book, again, I come back to the book, the vegan healing diet as well. It followed a lot of these themes, you know, of relaxation, not causing harm, and you know what I mean. So that was the start of my journey for me, and so I still follow a vegan diet now, and I do consider myself vegan, as in not causing harm to animals. So I've been made aware of the struggles of animals, and it's extremely difficult to be information to find out about, but extremely rewarding to follow a vegan diet and become active within the movement, and you know, to rub off on other people. You know, a lot of people I know now, because of my efforts, actually follow a vegan diet and a vegan lifestyle now, man. So I actually have a circle of people around me that are vegan now. And in terms of the animals, yeah, I sympathize with their struggle a lot. A struggle that I wasn't really aware of, or that I potentially was aware of, but I was confused. I didn't know what was the optimal way to eat as a human. So I thought, okay, we do need to eat these animals. So it's unfortunate, you know, that their struggle, but that's just so not true. That's not part of my belief, and you know, the way we need to eat. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So I follow the vegan movement online, and I have friends that are vegan, and the vegan YouTubers, the really cool ones. Well, they're all cool. You know what I mean? They're all cool, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, for
not.
sure.
I'll not put one cooler as the other. But no, yeah. So follow a vegan lifestyle now, and I find it extremely rewarding, and I'm really enjoying the journey, man, right now.
Awesome.
So
Yeah.
thank you for opening my eyes to that.
No worries, man. And yeah, I mean, just yeah, what you went through is an amazing feat, and you know, it's really good to see that you're thriving now, and you know, you're not eating any animals, and you're still thriving, and you know, that's a little bit of a myth that, you know, a lot of people think that you need to eat animals for protein and things like that, whereas you don't, and you know,
Sure, man, I'm better than before. You know, I'm better than before.
yeah, yeah,
I couldn't.
you
I
said it.
couldn't run before. I couldn't breathe.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. And you're setting the example, right, for others to see, and this is what's really awesome, because you know, people will follow, and you know, if you take the initiative and you know, repair your body and heal your body and show people, then I mean, that's priceless again, and that's what the idea is, to show people that, you know, you can do this, you can be healthy and n- not kill any animals and not let them suffer. So it's a win-win, and also for the environment as well. So it's a three-win situation, and yeah, it's just really awesome to see, man. So well, thanks for coming on the channel, and thanks for you know, sharing your story, because I'm sure someone out there is probably, you know, in the same boat, and you know, it's always good to hear someone else's story as well. So you know, appreciate you coming out and, you know, telling everyone about yourself and how you managed to heal, and just proud of you, man.
No problem, Shamiz. Anytime. Yeah. Thanks for having me, and thanks for joining me on this journey. I really appreciate that, and it's all good now, man. So hopefully this can help anybody. If anybody sees this, you know what I mean. There is a way out of the struggle. There is a way out of the struggle. Trust me. One thing I didn't mention is patience as well. Patience.
Of course.
It's very important.
That's right. Yeah, man. All right. Well, thanks a lot, man. Take care, and we'll see you. We'll talk to you soon. Maybe we'll see you in Ireland maybe one day.
Yeah, no bother, bro. Okay.
All right. Cheers,
all right,
mate.
bro. Bye.